Because the basic unit of telling a story, I mean, at least this is one way of thinking about it, this is the way that I learned. The basic unit of telling a story is you have a scene and you have a reaction to a scene, which Bickham and Swain called a sequel, but I didn't think that's not easily, it gets too confusing. But scenes and reactions to scenes. All right, let's just talk about when we're writing a scene. What do we figure out? All right, and let's start here. If you're writing a scene in the book, what do you need to do?
Oh, me?
Yep, yes, you.
Good. I don't like to go after the hair people. This makes me feel small and hairless. See, now everything we say at this point sounds weird after the whole beginning. So, I'm a screenwriter as well as a novelist, and so screenwriters have a very kind of a specific rubric when they're talking about a scene. And it's the smallest, discrete piece of information you can give without which the story falls apart. So when I'm talking about a scene, I mean there's scenes in movies meaning that's the thing that's happening right now on the screen, and then it cuts to a different location, and that's another way of talking about a scene. But when I'm talking about a scene, I'm talking about what is the smallest portion of my story within which something occurs, and if I take that moment out, the whole book or the whole movie falls apart. And by the way, just FYI, this is a really useful way of thinking about it, because the more you think about your scenes that way, the harder it is for other people to come in and screw with your work, because they can't pull it out or the whole thing falls apart. And it's really nice to look at a producer who says, yeah, I'd really like, you know, the main character, instead of being a black detective, to be like a lesbian dog from space. And you're like, that would mess up this scene, and the whole thing falls apart. Seriously, like, you think I'm joking, but stuff like that happens.
Oh my gosh, that's brilliant. That is, that's like writer Aikido. Yeah. Yeah.
Take it
No,
down.
but you want what you're talking about a scene is these people doing this thing, and it's accomplished at this place, and if you pull any of those elements out of this moment, your book or your movie ceases to make sense.